Alright guys, so in the previous video when we considered rules and we've gone through problems 1, 2 and we attempted to have a challenge in task 3, I told you that there was misprint. So actually I just analyzed quickly what was going on there and I actually lost just coefficient 2. Okay, so I decided to create just video dedicated to this challenging task, and let's get started to do that. Okay, so what we're gonna do, as you remember, we simply try. The primary goal is to get log 2 with some expressions inside where you can find c and k probably, and on the right side we need to have 1. So that's the primary goal. All right, so let's try to do that and see what we can do. Again, using the property, we lift up 3 to the very top, okay? And that's why we'll get log 2 c plus 2 cube. And then we subtract log 2 c cube over 2 plus k. And that equals to 1. Okay, that's good. And what we're going to do right now, we apply the formula for the difference of logs. So hence, actually all the steps in the previous video are the same, except for I'll show you where I actually had, where I've actually lost some coefficient. And that's why we weren't able to, we need to be able to resolve cubic equation. However, we are not supposed to do that. It should be a completely quadratic one. Okay, but the idea still stays the same. All right, so we have that. According to the property, we simply divide internal parts of the log of 2 logs by each other, and hence we'll get 1. Okay, so next one. We take 2 and raise to the power 1, and hence we'll get the following. C squared, c plus 2 cube over c cube over 2 plus k equals to 2. So actually, when I was multiplying, I got 1 on the right hand side in the previous video, and that's where I missed 2, because normally we need to raise 2 by definition of log to the power 1 in order to get what's inside the log, right? That's normal by definition, normal procedure by definition. It's common to exponent form. Okay, so now we've got it. So our final goal is to express c plus 1 squared in terms of k. Okay, so let's try to do. So now we do the crisscross multiplication and we'll get c plus 2. So instead of cube, I write in the following manner, c plus 2 squared in order to expand the brackets. And on the right hand side, we'll get c cubed plus 2k. And if you start expanding the left hand side, you'll get c cubed here, which will be cancelled with the right hand side. Okay, so let's test how it works. Now we simply expand the brackets, c plus 2 times, and c plus 2 squared means c squared plus 4c and plus 4 equals to c cubed plus 2k. And right now I just simply want to expand the brackets, so I'll do that quick. So we'll get c cubed plus 4c squared plus 4c, and then I'll take 2 and we'll get 2c squared plus 8c plus 8, which is equal to c cubed plus 2k. And now you see that actually wasn't before in my videos, in my previous videos. C cubed and c cubed will be cancelled. Okay, so in this case, you will left with completely, so that's similar terms. You left completely with 6c squared plus 12c, and here we'll get 8 minus 2k. Okay, so equals to 0. There are 2 ways. That's a quadratic equation. Now it's quadratic. That's actually indeed the challenging task. So because it takes lots of steps, and so from where it's sort of like GCSE first maths, definitely. All right, let's try to do 6c squared, 12c. Okay, we can use using quadratic formula. Maybe this is going to be the best one, but however, we need to express c plus 1. Okay, maybe let's do complete square. Yeah, it works better, I guess. Yeah, let's try to complete the square, because finally we need to express c plus 1 squared in terms of k. So that's why I just decided to use complete square. Let's remember how it works. We just need to first factorize 6 in order to have c squared, then plus 2c. Then we're thinking what to add inside, so I'll add simply 1. I immediately subtract 1, and that expression is already complete square. Okay, so then plus 8 minus 2k equals to 0. And that expression is already complete square because it's according to the formula a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, where a is c and b is simply 1. Okay, you just remember how it works. It works as complete square a plus b squared. So that's why finally we'll get 6 times, and here we'll get complete square, which is c plus 1 squared. Okay, and because we subtract also we subtract c, so I just simply, I'm gonna do 6 multiplied by -1, and that's how I separate from this expression. So simply minus 6 plus 8 minus 2k equals to 0, from where I have what I designed to express. It's c plus 1 squared, which is here, so c plus 1 squared. Okay, so I'll get c plus 1 squared, and that equals to, so I'll just simplify that, and I'll get 2 minus 2k, and that will be on the right hand side, so it becomes 2k minus 2. So I'll get 2k minus 2, and because I had 6, I simply need to divide everything by 6, so I just divide by 6. Okay, so we've got a final answer. We've got expression for c plus 2 squared. So guys, sorry one more time, because I was just really rushing in the previous video, and that's why I don't want to, to waste my time and your time, so I decided to redo and just pick up my mistake. It was like losing 2 in the previous video. That was, but the idea still, so it stays the same what we actually designed in the previous video. So make sure you understand the idea, and it's based on logs properties. Okay, this sort of first GCSE Maths, so no problem if you are not able to do that, because that's really for like very outstanding students. And actually you'll meet this one more time, so somewhere in A level, in IB. So don't worry if you're GCSE students, guys, don't worry. You just need to make sure the general idea would lay behind, and that's enough. All details, like all this details, you pick up on the next level of your education. So hope you enjoy. That's the final answer that we reached, and I hope you understand what lay behind the scene. So don't forget to subscribe, share your ideas, and don't forget, because there are actually a few weeks left before your mocks. So drop the comments, drop the topics that I probably don't have in my video sets. So just your desire and just my implementation in terms of creating videos. Hopefully you like that, and bye.